Yes, right. Session will be recorded. After the session, I'll update you. Let me share my screen quickly with you. All right. This is the subject that we discussed last week. We have conducted e-business and e-commerce. Basically, e-commerce is describing how the behavior of a digital or an electronic based businesses, which enables to, or which gives the power for the end user and the seller to sell or purchase products. Like it's depend on the story. And we was discussed like mainly there are two problems are there. One is the location. If it is a physical business, we should move to a specific physical location, then perform the required purchases. And in any case, if we want to move from this digital physical to digital, we should enable even the the currency also should not be physical, it should be digital. As I told you, it's mandatory. If not, if it is not a fully, if we do not enable this digitality, as an example digital payments, it is not a complete digital solution. And the second problem we was faced is the time. The time is one of major problem, which is like got into a big deal because we can't open a business forever, like all the day we can't keep the business. Now guys, shall I stop the session on what we call Teams? I think everyone moved to see sorry, Zoom. Shall I stop the session on Zoom? There are few students who is still hanging in there. Please get out from that. Then I can confirm that you all are back into here, and I'll share the link in the chat. So that much easier for us, right? Share. Share the link with you in the chat. I think you all joined into that. Right. Well, right. If anyone got stuck, one of your friend, please let me know. And please share your this link among your peers. Then that makes their life easier. And I think we can continue in this platform. I don't think so. It's a big problem. We'll see if there's a problem. We'll back move to the Zoom. All right. Right. Well. Now, the next one is how e-business can help for organizational growth. It can grow in a different methods. Basically, the very first thing is it allows increase the organizational reach. The potential customers can be reached to the business quite easier than a physical business, and there are much opportunities, and we can expand it worldwide. That those are the major considerations, as I told you, and an overview of these businesses are like selling goods and services, including people to visit the physical location, like induce, right? Sorry, induce these and reduce operational and transaction cost, enhance the reputation, obvious. Yes. Now think a situation now. You always searching if someone is finding for something. As an example, if you want to have a tasty or delicious dinner for today, what you do, you search it in Facebook or any other digital platform. You don't physically visit and check whether this restaurant is a good one or not. So basically what happens, the reputation of an organization is high. That's the obvious situation, right? Now, apart from that, we was discussed mainly three types: brick and mortar and virtual. That means the pure play and clicks and mortar organizations. So these are like much like primary business is meant to be physically, but digital activities are there, or the digital activity e-commerce activities are there. The primary business carried out in the physical world. All right. So types of e-commerce: B2B, B2C, and C2C. I discuss much on these things with e-commerce mechanisms and other stuff. So storefront and the marketplace, different payment mechanisms like cards and digital wallets, etc. So that's the discussion that we have done last week. Any questions from that session? Anything you got confused? Anything you got? I think you can see my screen and other stuff, right? Guys, have you seen my screen? Is that yes or no? Sorry. Have you seen my screen? The slides and other stuff. Come on, guys, please confirm. But I believe that this is that question, right? Yeah. Uh, yes, Vishal, anything? Vishal, Gunnar, anything to add? No questions or anything? No questions? Anyone? I believe that questions. All right. All right. So basically, well, if you don't have any questions, what we can do, we can continue today's session. Today we are going to discuss customer relationship management. So this is one of very important concept when it comes to business or management of information systems. Customer relationship management is very important. So well, you should understand in and out in the customer relationship. It's more focused on business, and the infrastructure is based on the information technology. So it's quite important to have proper customer relationship management in any organization. And today what we supposed to discuss is how this management level or information management happens in an organization. That's the focus on today's discussion. Right. We'll go through one by one. The first one, customer is the key. I think you heard this previously. I'm pretty sure you got it well, and you should understand in detail. Right? You should understand in detail what are these concepts. Right? So customer is the king. Why it's a king? The customers are ruling wherever, regardless of the place and other stuff. Customers are the what we call the highest influencing people for a business. So what they are doing, they control any given business. They can control any given business, whether it's accepting or not. Let me share one interesting stories which is moving here and there in social media nowadays. Now you may see that don't purchase eggs for 10 days. Right? Don't purchase eggs for 10 days. What happened? But we'll see what happened. We'll show the customer power, right? For like the hardware guys, the cement, the stories, right? So what happens there? The customers are willing to show their power. The customer's power. That's the customer's power. Now, you can decide whether this business will carry or not. You can decide, though the management is the most powerful management in the world, though it's the most strongest management team and most strongest technological team and the most strongest administrative team, higher HR, finance and all, you can decide whether this business will be going or not. You are the person. You can decide. You are the king. So the customer is the king. Customer can decide whatever the business will go or not. Now, on the other hand, as a business owners or the business guys, we should keep our customer satisfied. That's the story. In any case, if a customer get dissatisfied, we should fix it soon as possible. Once it comes to a single customer, never believe it's a single customer. It's a set of customers. It's a set of customers, a chain of customers. Right? Chain of customers. Give me a second quickly. All right, I think everyone is back into this meeting, right? Anyone still not? I think everyone joined, right? Rizan and others, guys, do you admit it? Fine, right? All right. So we continue the session now. Custom is king, right? That's what I told. The decisions, almost all the decisions are based on the customers, right? So almost all the decisions are based on the customers. Customers might decide what to do, whether it is purchased or not, whether this is a quality product or not. So customer decides everything. At the end of the day, we should satisfy the customer. Now, in the other hand, the management strategies, the different tactics, strategical plans, organizational plans, everything focused on this make the customer happy. Make the customer happy. Very rare situations are there which do not consider the customer's satisfaction. Apart from the almost all the private businesses, 100% if I'm not mistaken, 100% of businesses are focusing on, right, my customer should be a happy customer at the end of the day. This might be not applicable for some places, I know, right? But once it comes to private sector, almost everyone is focusing on customer satisfaction. Right? All right, we'll go to the introduction. We'll see what is this customer relationship management. Customer relationship management in short term, we'll say it's CRM, is an information industry term for methodologies, software, and usually internet capabilities that help an enterprise manager manage customer relationships in an organized manner. Now, it's very detailed. It's very detailed. What is this story telling? It's an information industry term for methodologies. What are these methodologies? We'll see what are these methodologies. And some set of softwares. Now, this is the feature one. This is the feature two. Right? This is the feature one and this is the feature two. And usually internet capabilities. Now you should be connected to your customers via internet. You should connect your customers via internet. That help an enterprise manager, right, manage for an enterprise customer relationships. In general terms, it's just a management of the customers. Management of the customers. Now, you know, it's like managing a king, right? Hard because we supposed to manage a person who control us. That's the biggest deal in here. What we are going to do, we are going to manage a person who manage us, because customers are going to manage the business and business supposed to manage these customers. It's a big deal. It's not something easy. Make 100% happier customers can't achieve. It's obvious. We can't achieve 100% satisfaction for any business. But at least up to 80% to 90% customer satisfaction is quite important to continue the business. Especially once it comes to a long run, it's a mandatory case. Now, how this management happens? It's an organized manner. We should well organized. We should well organize to manage a customer properly. Should manage a customer properly. We'll see. And another uh, definition is CRM is the core business strategy that integrates internal processes. What it's going to be? It's going to integrate internal processes and functions and external networks to create and deliver value to target customers. Now, there's a specified term. It's a target customers at a profit. It's grounded on high quality customer related data and enabled by information technology. It's very detailed situation, right? It's a very detailed situation. We'll go one by one because you should understand these things well. All right, you should understand these things well. We'll go one by one. CRM is the core business strategy. Now it's the core business. You know, the business strategies are different level of business strategies are there. One is a core business strategy that we must implement. It's a must implement. There are business strategies. It's not but a must, but you can manage it right out of the share. But CRM is a core business strategy. You should. It's a mandatory. It's 100% sure you want. Without customer relationship management, you can't perform a proper business. You can't have customers relationship properly. That integrates internal processes and functions. Now, customer relationship management is going to be integrate internal processes. Now, what are these internal processes? It might be an advertising campaign. The decision made by set of marketers inside the company. They want to sell a product or a service. So it's an internal process. How we supposed to have this advertising campaign or a marketing campaign? Got the point? Those are the internal processes and functions, whatever the function that related to. And external networks. Once it comes to a business, there are different external networks available. What are these external networks? It might be the human resource or the human network. Mouth of words, right? As an example, now here your business is in here. Now this is the first one is going to be purchase your product or a service. You think it's a toy. It's a toy. Now you purchased it. Person A purchased it. Now person A is going to spread this information among the peers. Person B and C think B and C are friends. B and C are friends. And B is waiting for a recommendation to purchase a toy from a proper business place. The recommendation is asking from person A. Now what person A is telling, all right, you go to this company, C1 company, and purchase the toy. There's a high quality and it's cheap. And product is maintainable, durable, and other stuff like toys. Now, who created this network? Who created this network? The first one, the first guy, the first person who purchased it. Now, there might be a chain or a big chain created here and there. It's a big chain. How this chain develop? Chain develop based on one single person's recommendation. Now, altogether, this is an external network. I want to emphasize what is an external network. This is an external network. Not only customers, but also there might be a business to business, B2B relationships. There's a business and there's another business. There might be some legal contract in between these two guys, these organizations. Apart from on that, according to that legal documentation, you can have this business and create a separate network. Let me explain an example for this. Here you are in Sri Lanka and you are selling, will tell toys again, right? Wooden toys, the wooden toys. You are manufacturing wooden toys. Here, another business is going to be market your products in UK, United Kingdom. There's a business agreement or a legal agreement in this between these two businesses. Now you are selling to this company. You're selling to this company upon this agreement, and this business has a big network in United Kingdom. We don't know different geographical locations, different exporters, different kind of things are there. Now there's an external network. Again, it's an external network. But the point, it's an external network. Now you may see different kind of external networks available. It might be a social network, it might be a business network, or it might be ingredients, a chain of an ingredients come into your place and you are going to sell it. What are these ingredients? As an example, think these baby toys are created based on some sort of wood in some another country. They are exporting these things and we are importing this wood and we are developing. So it's another chain. Got the point? Now these are all of these are external networks to create and deliver value to target customers. To create a value or deliver value, some sort of value. Value means it should be worth for the money. You're spending some amount in any case, regardless of the situation, you are spending some sort of amount, right? Since you are spending some sort of amount, you are willing to have some sort of valuable input, right? Valuable input. That's the value. Now, I take an example. You are going to a restaurant. You're going to a restaurant. Now, what happens in here? You are trying to eat a large pizza. It's a large pizza. You're spending, will take 2,500 rupees, we'll assume, right? 2,500 rupees. Now, who decided it's 2,500? The organization told it's 2,500. And now what you expecting? Some valuable thing for your 2,500. You enjoyed this pizza and spend 2,500 rupees and you say, all right, thanks. It's great and delicious and I enjoy 2,500 rupees. I'll take another example. You went to the nearest dosa shop. You know dosa, right? Per day. And you are spending 100 rupees, which is very similar to the pizza, apart from the taste. You're spending 100 rupees only. You're spending 100 rupees only. And you might say, all right, that's good, thank you. It's worth for my 100 rupees. What you're telling? It's worth for my 100 rupees. Same food, right? Same food. Like you got hungry and you solved that problem for different prices. You valued it or people valued it. All right. Pizza is 2,500. Dosa, it's just 100 rupees. Now think a situation. There's a dosa for 2,500 rupees. Dosa for 2,500 rupees. Now you get like, oh, really? Dosa is 2,500. How comes? How comes? 2,500. I don't know why this will be happen in near future, right? Don't get upset at all because it's a economical problem. I don't know these economics and other stuff, but there might be, right? Don't get upset at that day. Don't get confused. Now we'll think the real world situation. It's 2,500 nowadays. What we are telling, oh, a soap is 250 rupees. How comes? Baby soaps are 250 around now, guys. How comes? It's too much. There might be different reasons. But what we expecting as a customer, we expecting a value for our money. Spending money. It might be not only money, it might be time even. Got the point? Now, always what we are trying to achieve, what we are trying to take from this chain, or the customers decide this service or the product is valuable for me or not. That's why the people are fighting in some queues. I think you have this experience, especially once it comes to some sort of government officers. Oh, it's annoying. Why it's annoying? They don't care about the customers. Some of them are very good. Some of places, it's really annoying. It's a really pain. At the end of the day, we are not happy. We are not happy. There might be not money. As an example, for the entire service, it might be just 25 rupees for the entire service. Sometimes it might be free of charge. But the time, everyone is finding like struggle for this time because you have very limited time. For your daytime, it might be 8 hours maximum you can allocate. 8 to 10 daytime. In this limited time, you are struggling to solve your many problems. It's quite tedious, really hard. Now, waiting in a big queue for 3 to 8 hours, it's a terrible experience for the people. No value at all at the end of the day. Now, don't think these oil queues. I'm speaking like generally like police clearance reports and other stuff even. So most of the cases, it's quite terrible experience for us. There's no value deliver for us. Since we have to do, we are doing, unless we'll skip it. Now, but did the Pizza Hut guys come and told, come, eat a pizza? No, they just give it to you. All right, try it. If you like, you'll return back. Got the story? All right, now that's the value for the business. Now, what is this target customers? Whatever the business, there's a target customer. Whatever the customer relationship, there's a specific target customers are there. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to sell the product or a service for specific target group. These are the target customers. We can't sell a product for everyone. I'll take an example again. Now, again, we'll take this toy example. There are a bunch of toys, lot of toys are there. Cars, vans, guns and other stuff in your shop. All right, what is the age range that you are trying to sell these toys? At a glance, you might say, all right, it's just age of 3 to 6. But do you think this baby boy or a girl can purchase this toy? That's the point. That's the target customer. How define these target customers? Yeah, obviously the players should be 3 to 6, because that's fine. But the target customers should be age around 20 to 40. There might be rare cases below and after, but the range of a customer, a potential customer, can be 20 to 40, and the situation should be married. There might be rare situations even the out of the boundaries, but it should be married. And most specifically, it might be a female might purchase your item. Now, this is your target group. This is might be your target group. I haven't analyzed it. I just randomly telling this age, gender, and other stuff. You may do proper research and you may find who are the target customers. I just want to emphasize who are the target customers. Now, we are not supposed to sell all of these your toys to all of these age range from 0 to 100 or 0 to 80 around. We don't want to target, no point at all. And we don't want to target for all the genders like males and females. Most of the times male do not, all right, it's just a toy. But I know some guys who's purchasing for fun. But marriage, because they want to enjoy their entertainment, they entertain their babies. That's the case. These are the people that we want to sell, but actually that's fine. But the target age or the target group is this. These are the target customers. Get the point? You should be, if in the examination, if you got a like a target group question, you should be able to define proper target range. What is the age? What should be the gender, location, and other stuff? Detailed analysis. Clear? All right. Added profit. Obviously, businesses are going for a profit. It is grounded to on a high quality customer related data and enabled by information technology. Now, here the customer related data enabled by the information technology. You can't manage a business without information technology. The information technology merged with the customers. This is the place that customers, this is the information technology, right? And there's a merged area in between. So this is the customer relationship management using information technology. Right? That's how these things are happening. Moving forward, there are different types of CRMs: strategic, operational, analytical. These three are very important. We'll go one by one. Strategic CRM is, sorry, any questions up to now? Anything needs to clarify? You can't use chat functions in function in the team. Why? Well, what's the reason behind that? I have enabled for everyone, for everything. Yes, you can't chat. Is that so? Just got one can't. What about the others? Same thing. Even you can't unmute you. If you have any questions, you may raise your hand, then I'll try to. Or else you may use Telegram nowadays at all. You may ask the question in Telegram. Enabling Telegram. Chat is in the top. There's people chat reactions and rooms and other stuff. In there you might see. No questions. If you feel something uncomfortable nowadays at all, you may use Telegram and message me. I can answer. No, no issues at all. I think not sure what happens to chatting. Sorry about it. Yeah, I think you should log in from CS email because for that people only, I think it's anywhere. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes since yeah, it might be chatting might be enabled for the. Yeah. No worries. Share the question in the chat. I can answer. The chat in the sense Telegram. I think everyone is in the Telegram right now. I think yeah, 93 members are there. Others don't join. Somehow, if you have any questions, I think you can enable your microphone and ask question. And if you want to chat, no worries at all. Any questions? Right. Well, we'll go one by one. I just go through in high level discussion in here. Strategic CRM is a core customer centric business strategy that aims at winning and keeping profitable customers. The target of this strategic type of the CRM type is make the customers happy. All right. That is mainly focusing on the customer centric business. And once it comes to operation, the operational excellence, the operational CRM focuses on automation of customer facing processes such as selling, marketing, and customer service. Now, once it comes to operational, it's mainly focused on automation of the customer facing processes. There are different customer facing processes are there. Once it comes to a business, uh, this is the business. All of these business processes are not enabled for the external customers, and customers do not want to even find these processes. What are these processes? What they want to do, they want to purchase or buy a specific product or a service. Now, these are the internal processes. All of these are internal processes. These internal processes are such as hiring process, financial processes, and other stuff, right? So these are not customer facing processes. But once it comes to customer facing processes like advertising and call center operations, incident management, these are customer facing operations. Now, these operational type of CRMs are focusing on the customer facing related stuff to be automated and make their life easier, the customer's life easier. And analytical CRM is the process through which organizations transform customer related data into actionable insights for either strategic or tactical purposes. Now, this is very important when it comes to analytical CRM. What they are doing, they are focusing on many of the things. They are focusing on many of the things uh, to take, to collect the data and transform into business enhancements. As an example, promotions. Uh, so these kinds of things we can take it, especially once it comes to big data and analytics. This is the place that we're supposed to find CRM with analytics, CRM with big data analytics. If we highlight it, big data analytics, then we can provide or take many valuable inputs. We'll come to first one, the strategic CRM. Focused upon the development of customer-centric businesses, culture dedicated to winning and keeping customers by creating and delivering value better than competitors. Almost. The try is to compete. The try is to compete. Try is to compete of or many of your compete. That's the main target. Now, why we want to compete the strategy well, or why we want to implement such kind of a strategic CRM. The core reason is we have very limited customer base, regardless of this business, regardless of the business vector, regardless of the any other factor. It has only a specific set of customers. It's not unlimited. It's not unlimited. It's a very specific or a limited customers. But once it comes to businesses, it's not a single business. There might be more than one businesses available who is doing the exact same. There might be very minor differences are there. Who is doing the same, nearly same business? I'll take right. We'll take an example. There are restaurant chains available. This is the restaurant chain 1 and restaurant chain 2, restaurant chain 3. All of these restaurants, all of these are producing or creating pizza. Pizza. Now you can rename it restaurant 1, 2, 3 to whatever the pizza restaurants that you know already. This might be this one, this might be this one. All of these three guys or three companies are trying to or struggling to take all of these customers into your business or into their business. Right? So what happens in here? Think the customer base is the entire customer base is 3,000. None of business will tell, all right, you take 1,000 and I take 1,000 and I take the rest of the 1,000 and likewise. Why? Every business needs this 3,000 into their restaurant. That's the obvious situation. Now think you are going to sell some product. You will never discuss with your competitor and all right, you do this one and that. This happens when it comes to assessments. Some of you share your reports. Okay, you'll get the marks, I'll get the marks also, but most of you do not share the 100% same thing with your competitors, because all of these, there might be 150 students in this class. You people are competitors. How it comes to competitors, I'm not making you into bad attitude. Now think, there's specific jobs available. Now this is company 1, this is company 2, this is company 3. 150 try to join either company. It's a big competition in here. That's the other way around. Now somehow always you are trying to compete others. Now once it comes to back we'll come to this restaurant story. Restaurant 1, 2, restaurant 3, all of these are trying to sell product by different strategies. Now what are these popular strategies? Discounts, big discount, 30% off. You experience these things. I'm pretty sure if you are staying at home, you just waiting your parents to be feed you, you don't have this experience. If you are going out, I'm pretty sure you have this experience. 30% off. Very quicker, the other competitor starts, all right, 35% off. Interesting, right? 35 off. Now the customers getting confused. That's the strategy. That's the strategy. At the end of the day, as a business owner or a business consultant, what you are supposed to do, you want to corrupt the customers and take them into your business. I mean, corrupt means we don't want to disturb, we don't want to annoy, or we don't want to make their life into a trouble. But strategical movements are there. It should be a win-win situation. Some valuable thing, it comes to the business through to the customers. Then only the customers might be happy and they'll come back again. You know, there are a lot of restaurants selling pizza, but few restaurants are the winners. Why? Because of the quality, cost, the value for the money. At the end of the day, as I told you, the value for the money. You enjoyed it, happy. You are really happy. If you are not happy, I just spent 2,000 rupees. It's no point. Recently, have you seen that post flow here and there in Facebook? They are telling it's like because burger is like a vade. Have you seen this? The customers get angry because its size is small and the quantity is quite low. No point for the value. There's no value. Sorry, no value at all. Value in the sense the money. You spend the money. The strategical CRM is focusing on different strategies. How these customers get into the board. Technically, if you are telling, these are the leads. There's a customer relationship journey. Probably we'll discuss these things later on. If you have sufficient time, I'll go back again, look at both, and try to explain it further. But all together, it's a identification of these strategical movements. Now, Kotler is identified 3 major business orientations. First one is product, second one is production, Third one is selling. We'll go through one by one and we'll see how this strategic CRM combines with the business, especially when it comes to the infrastructure management in on top of information technology. The product oriented business believe that customers choose products with the best quality, performance, design or features. Give me an example quickly. Fortunately, it can't chat. That's we can do that. Well, come to. Let me share one document with you. You can ask any question in there and answer it. Give me a second. I have shared the link in the Telegram group and let me share it in the chat. Can someone please confirm whether it's accessible to you or not? You may ask any question in there. Right. Now you can chat. And it's anonymous, don't worry. No worries at all. Anyone needs to answer? Any answers for my question? No answers. You don't have any answers, no worries at all. I keep quiet even, right? Many new businesses startups are product oriented. Now, let me come to that point because you people are trying to have your startup business very soon. I'm pretty sure at least 10 to 15 students will start your own business, and I highly motivated you to have your own business because you people are business guys, right? So I have given an opportunity, a golden opportunity last week to create your own uh, business site or e-commerce site. Have you tried it? Anyone? I got few questions. Not sure whether you have developed it or not. If you need any help, let me know. I can help you. Come on. Now, almost all of these new business startups are product oriented. What you do almost all the startups, you focused on a specific product. You found some big problem in a business case. Now what you are going to do, you are trying to solve it. You are trying to solve it. How? You introduce a new product. You introduce a new product to fix that gap. That's why we are telling it's product oriented. Whatever the startup, they don't focus on specific projects. Most of them specific focused on a specific product. It might be a software product like CRM tool or a marketing tool or an advertising tool or whatever. So these are the product oriented. So this strategy can help to make customers happy, obviously, yes. But unfortunately, what happens most of the cases, as it comes to product oriented, they believe, all right, this is the best ever solution. This is the best ever solution. This is the product that customers want. This is a product that customers want. They have very bare minimum market research. They don't go in detailed market research and find what is the actual requirement of a customer. Instead of what most of the startups are doing, they just started a business. They found a problem. They solved that problem with a specific software or something. Now they're trying to sell it. Once the business owners are going to sell it, now they are getting into a trouble because the actual customers' requirements are differ from the developed application. Now you should modify it. You should perform different modifications time to time. To avoid that instance, what you can do, the best thing is you can have a proper market research, then develop your problem. There's a problem in your head, obviously, that's good. Then you find whether this is fit for a customer. Is this a common problem for many of the people? If there's no problem at all, okay, no worries at all, keep quiet. If that problems has like many people having the same problem, then you can propose a solution. This product might be hit quickly than any other. That's the product oriented. Then production oriented. What is this production oriented? Business focus on operational excellence. What you are going to do, customers will get the best value for the money, time, or the effort. When it comes to production oriented, any questions? To production oriented, what happens in here, it mainly focuses on specific production line. It might be optimizing the products and minimizing the cost. As an example, think a pizza again. A pizza. We are trying to give the best value for the money. The organization is selling a pizza for 2,500 rupees. And they are adding toppings, lot of flavors, right? Rich material like ingredients. Those things are added. Then they are trying to sell it for a cost. That's fine for 2,500. You are agreed. So that's why the people are in different pizza restaurants that is selling pizza. Best value for the money. It might be time or the effort. You should match it to the story. The third one is sales oriented. Businesses make assumption that if they invest enough in advertising, selling, problem, the public relationships and sales promotion, customers will be definitely right. We'll see. What is this? Now, the third approach, the sales oriented approach, is focusing on selling products. Right? Selling products. It's not the quality of the product. It's not the uh, production quality. It's just some sort of advertising. We can do, even we can do. There are a lot of situations that advertising makes sense. The sales oriented. People jump into the business because of this sales. That's why we are telling it's sales oriented. It might be selling like public relationships might be there. Right? Now, these are the three findings from what. Now, what we are going, what we have discussed up to now, we was conducted, identified types of CRM: strategic, operational, and analytical. Once it comes to strategic, we understood alright, strategic is making the customers get into the business. To get into the business, Quota provides three major implementations: product, then production, then sales. These three are the categories or the mechanisms that under strategic strategies. Any questions? Is that clear? That's all that I have discussed up to now. Clear? Any questions? Anything needs to clarify? You may use Google Doc to ask questions, or Telegram for today only. Really sorry about that. Next day we'll do as usually, right? In Zoom, but for today. Any questions? Anything needs to clarify? No? 100% clear? No questions? Then I'll share a question. I have shared the question in the Google Doc, in the Telegram group, in the Teams. Any other method you want? By completing this activity, you can grab 5 marks. Sorry, 5 points. Don't miss these points. You know, it's very valuable for you. If you have any questions, ask me, I can clarify. All right, I'm getting nice answers quickly. Others also. You can take around another 2 minutes and complete this activity. All right. Could you please complete the submission? I just got only 26, 25 submissions. Right. We'll see. Right. Most of you believe it's strategic, right? Hmm. All right. Thank you. It's mixed. All right. Well, we'll go to the session again. Well, yeah. All right. Strategic CRM. Well, yes. Operational CRM. Now, this is the second type of CRM. Operational CRM automates customer facing business processes, as I told you. Now, here, this customer relationship management is focused on like managing the services or the products that connected or directly connected to the customers. Now, what in these operational CRMs are focusing the automation processes, different automation processes like applications, different applications like marketing automation, the campaign management. I'll take an example, Facebook advertising campaign. Facebook advertising campaign, what happens in here? It's a campaign management. An advertisement is going to publish in different locations for different people. It's automatically happens nowadays. We don't want to bother at all, right? Because Facebook provides a sophisticated platform for us to perform these advertising campaigns, not free of charge. There's a charge. And marketing optimization. Right? So these kinds of things we can find. And once it comes to Salesforce automation, contact management, it's also under this operational CRM. We want to uh, contact a specific person. We want to contact a specific person. There should be detailed enough. As an example, if you want to contact myself, you can use mobile phone or an email, whatever the method. Now think something gone wrong from my end. You want to inform this uh, missing component to someone else. Who is the next person that you can contact? You can contact head of the department easily. You have this information. You know who is the head of the department and email address and phone number. You can contact that person and provide the relevant information. Similarly, once it comes to a business, there are different structures or the hierarchies available. Whatever the hierarchy available in there, there's a structure who is reporting to someone else. That's how the businesses are growing. Now you might join as a very junior consultant or a junior developer or whatever the person or a trainee. Then you are going to report to one of senior guy. This senior guy is going to report to someone else, and this senior guy is going to report someone else. Similarly, there are a lot of entities available, different entities available reporting to this guy. Now, at the end of the day, this person who is going to be reported, this person is the top notch, the highest person. This person is responsible to make the customers happy. So who is on top of this one? It's set of customers. The customers. This person is reporting to the customers. That's how this hierarchy happens. That's how this hierarchy happens. This is the topmost person. This person is reporting to the customers. This person is always happy to make the customers happy. After happy customer, definitely business will be grown well. Business grown well means the income of the company is high. Obviously, your salary is high. Everyone is getting higher salary. Everyone is happy. Other way around, same. If it is bad customer, everything will be gone down. At the end of the day, it will be diminished. That's the contact management. Different levels of contacts are there. As an example, in university, I'm the primary lecturer, and there might be like head of the department. If you are still not happy, you can go to the dean. Then still, if it is not happy, you can go to where? Vice chancellor even. This is the hierarchy, the contact. Different sections of contacts are there. This is the contact management. And the pipeline management, how the data flow in and out. As an example, if a person needs to perform some sort of activity, purchase something, then this person can start at the beginning. Will take it's a website, e-commerce website, and this person is going to purchase by clicking a button, and it moves to some sort of purchasing. Then payments are done. Then there's a warehouse. Warehouse stores all the products in here. Then from that store, one person took it and deliver it. It's a pipeline. How money flows, how products flows, how services are flows. So a lot of flows are there. All of these are set of pipelines. It's just pipes, like water flow from one end to another end. Water flows from one end to another end. Similarly, it's a flow. That's we are telling it's like uh, pipeline management. Now the last one, service automation. What happens in the service automation? Under the service automation, especially these are we call information technology related stuff like incident management or case management or issue management. As an example, think a system is not working properly. Your web application, your website is not working properly. So you can raise an issue or an incident. There's a specific set of people in almost all the organizations who is looking at, especially we are telling it's monitoring teams. They are monitoring whether it's working perfectly or not. Is there something gone wrong or not? That's the incident management. Service level management. Different levels of service levels are there. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. Likewise, different service level agreements are there. As an example, if you want to, if you are unable to log into a system, then you can raise an incident to the team who is developing it. Then what happens? The development team get an action. There's a service level agreement in between the customers and the development company. If it is a 5 hours for a fix, then they have the development team can use 5 hours. Sometimes it might be just 30 seconds, 30 minutes, sorry, 30 minutes, 30 seconds will not be able. 30 minutes, very high prioritized issue. Then the service level management is going to be happen. Those are very detailed considerations, but somehow just for the beginning day, the very first day, you have some sort of understanding. All right, these are the operational CRMs. Operational activities happens here and there. Any questions? Anything needs to clarify? All right, no questions. Fine. All right. We'll move a little bit further. The last one, the analytical CRM. Now here, uh, the analytical processes happens. Capturing, storing, extracting, integrating, processing, interpreting, distributing, using, reporting, customer related data to enhance both customer and company value. Builds on foundations of customer relation related information. Customer related data may be found enterprise-wide repositories, sale data, purchase, like finance data, blah, 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 blah. What is this? I'll take an example in this case also. Why you are taking or anyone, I'm pretty sure you are purchasing stuff from different places, uh, and why you are purchasing, you are giving your mobile number and they are telling, okay sir or madam, they are telling you are a loyalty customer for us. Why it's loyalty customer? Because of the big discounts, privilege cards. So it's a very valuable for you, right? You are getting very good discounts by having these loyalty cards and offers and discounts, a lot of things as you are purchasing things. But why? Have you ever thought why they have given this loyalty customer? Why they want to make our life happy? Customer relationship management, obviously, yes. The answer is perfect. But more detailed, they want to keep a track on us. They want to keep a track on us. They want to find the customer behavior. They want to categorize us. That's why these loyalty cards are there. They keep all the payment histories, purchasing history, purchasing behavior, geographical locations, and other stuff in their databases. They keep everything. After having a lot of sufficient records, data points, what they can do, they can create models and they can predict when you purchased your next purchase or next item. All of these analytical things happen in this analytical customer relationship management. It's much analytical. It's not something easier like last two components. Analytical processes are to be more complex and we can get sufficient decisions, can take decisions based on these analytical CRMs, how the customers behave, what are the reviews that customer is going to be. That's how these analytical CRMs are work. Any questions? Right. There are different models of CRMs available now. These are very detailed models, but I just go through very high level on these models. But I feel you should go very detailed on these models, especially once it comes to assignments, your final exam, if there's final exam, these models might be questioned. We'll go one by one. IDIC and CRM value chain, then the flows 5 process model. We'll see. Not only these three, there are a lot of CRM models available, but I just took most popular few of them. First one, IDIC model. Now, what happens in here? Suggested that companies should take 4 actions in order to build closer one-to-one relationship with the customers. 4 actions. what are these actions? Identify who your customers are and build a deep understanding of them. Number one, you should understand your customer well. Have you ever seen forms like KYC, know your customer? Have you heard this? Know your customer, KYC forms. These forms are going to be like used in many places. They want to find who you are. Basically, these KYC forms consist of like different personal information like your age, gender, height, sometimes the economical power, purchasing power, and other stuff. So these information might be stored. Why they are having these kinds of information collection? They want to understand who you are. They want to understand who you are. Now, in the other way around, if you are a business owner, you want to understand who is my customer. Who is my customer? Gender, age, religion, geographical distribution, social media networks used, psychological level, whether it's a hateful person or a not person, a good guy or a bad guy, good character or a bad character, right? These things you have to understand. That's the first one. Who is your customer? It's customer segmentation. Customer segmentation. You're segmenting the customers into different levels. Differentiate your customers to identify which customers have most value now and which offer most of in the future. Now again, you are going to divide your customers into different layers. The first one you are telling, all right, this customer is the most valuable customer now at the moment, just now. As an example, today there might be an offer in a restaurant which is giving 30% off. Today there might be potential customers back into this restaurant, and these are the most valuable customers, and they enjoyed this pizza and they left. Tomorrow again, the same offer will be offered. Now, the probability of a person who is returned back for this pizza might be very low, but the future, the people who do not purchase the pizza for the first time offer, there is a high probability to have this future offer in. The future person can be here. You got the point? I'll explain it again. There's a pizza offer today. It's 30% offer off. All right. Think today there are 100 customers came to your pizza restaurant. They enjoyed. Today you have a message. All right. Today is the last day. Enjoy this pizza. Tomorrow early in the morning you are sending this exact same message for the all the customers might be 1,000, we'll assume it's 1,000 and 100 came in the first day, and the second day, this is the day to tomorrow early in the morning you are sending the exact same message. Now how many guys will come today? The second question is, do these 100 will return? There's a probability, obviously, yes, but probability is low, quite low. There are 900 heads who missed the offer in the first day. What happened? What will be happen? Now this 900 will be activated, and this 900, it might be not entire 900. We'll assume it's 150 back into this restaurant, but this 150 might be the highest probabilities from this cluster, not from this cluster. You got the point? That's the obvious situation. Now, these are the current customers. These are the current customers. Now, and these are the future customers. Now, if you have a proper line of a business, you have to decide, all right, today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, how should I perform these offers? Got the point? Third one, interact with the customers to ensure that you understand customers' expectations and their relationship with other suppliers or brands. Now, that's the biggest deal. Competitors understanding how the customers are competition, how the competitions are going. You should interact with the customers. You should ask, all right, sir or ma'am, what you want. And relationships with the other suppliers or the brands. There are competitors, as I told you, there are competitors. Sufficient competitors are there in the real world. Now, think, get into it. It will take your life, your experience. You are not visiting to only for a specific, only one chain of supermarkets. There are a lot of supermarkets you are visiting day-to-day life. That's obvious situation, right? That's the obvious situation. Now, what happens in here? The first day you might visited one supermarket, you purchased some stuff, and the second day you might visit to someone else. But if the first time your the first organization arranged a proper mechanism to hang you forever, then the problem will be solved. There are different strategies available. Offers, discounts, even parking facilities. Even parking facilities. So all of these are competitive, taking the value from the competitors, creating relationships, strong relationship through loyalty cards, different offers. Some of organizations giving very sophisticated or very rich experience for their birthdays, anniversaries. The fourth one, customize the offer and communications to ensure that the expectations of customers are met. You should customize the offer. Now, you take these pizza restaurants, there are different varieties are there. Seafood, meat, vegetarian, only cheese, right? Different varieties are there. Even half and half. You can purchase one from one half, the other from the other half. All of these are making your life easier. Now, you are a business owner. All is changed now. Now you should do same thing for your customers. You should have some sort of customized solutions, individual interaction, individual consideration, individual support, individual help. That makes their life easier. That's the, oh, wow. It's an amazing experience. If it is like for everyone, all right, I just got from what others also getting. First, if you got a customized solution, individual interaction, one-to-one, you might get really happy. That's the reality. That's the reality. Now, if you are a business owner, now you should think, all right, how can I make my customer happy? How can I individually touch? Think your customer base is 5,000. It's quite hard to touch your 5,000 customer base and go and ask, sir, what you want, ma'am, what you want. Quite hard. That's how you should. That's the place that you should think how to solve. You can categorize people, you can cluster people, you can find what are the most required things. How can I make my customers happy? Having all of these things might be get very valuable things for your business. Now I spoke of one model. And this is Matters model. Here it's a set of supporting conditions and primary conditions, primary stages are there. How it flows, how the data flows from one end to another end. I'm highly encourage you to go through more details on these things, because if you really want to learn about these things, you want to spend at least like 4 to 6 hours additional time. Please make sure to go through, then understand well. All right. I'm just giving very high level. So these are the supporting conditions, how the leadership culture, leadership and data and information system, people and the processes and other stuff. So these are the like moving towards the customer profitability. Have like portfolio analysis. Different customers are going to be analyzed, portfolio. Then intimacy, right? The network development, value proposal, lot of things are there. How to make this value chain. Then 5 process model. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 processes, internal and external. Inside here there are a lot of things. Inside there are a lot of things. But I would like to emphasize one thing before you leave for today. Multi-channel integration processes consists of different things. One is social media, which is pure virtual solution. This this component creates a totally different story nowadays. Nowadays, the customer relationship management, including advertising, even scheduling for meetings and other stuff, everything occurs, everything happens in social media platforms. Right? Okay, so yeah, well, I think that's enough for today, isn't it? All right, we'll stop from here, and if you have any questions, you may ask now. Any questions? Anything needs to clarify? No questions? Nothing? All right, then. We'll stop from here and we'll meet next week. I'm planning to do a quiz up to now. Shall we do it in next week? It's not a big deal. It's not a hard set of questions. Very simple set of questions. Shall we do it in next week? All right. You agree, right? All right. I'll arrange the quiz. It's an online quiz with set of questions. Probably MCQ questions, not a hard set of questions, quite easy questions. Probably we have, I think, 10% to complete, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go for that then in next week. If there's something changed, I'll definitely update you. Unless, make sure to go through the materials up to today, and you may get 1 or 1.5 hours for the quiz. Actually, I don't want to have a lot of questions, but some internet issues and other stuff are there, latencies and other stuff. So I don't want to get into trouble your life. So I think you can complete within 1 hour, but I will give 1.5 hours. All right. If something changed, I'll let you know. Unless, please ready for the quiz. It's mandatory, and there's allocated marks for your assignment, the quiz. It's in class quiz, right? Uh, if not, if it is like, if you are getting into trouble, please let me know by having a chat with your representative. Then we'll move to week after that, not next week. After that week, after week 14th June, right? Yes, June 14th, June 7th or June 14th. You may discuss and let me know what is the convenient day for you. 7th is my proposed day, but I think that's better to complete it soon as possible. Unless 14th, you might have another set of things to learn. So 7th is best, if I'm not mistaken. You may decide and let me know, and I'll prepare meanwhile. If it is not fit, we'll do it in 14th. No worries at all. All right. Okay, then see you. Bye. We'll meet next week. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, chat with me, and clarify. All right. See you. Bye. We'll meet next week.